Welcome to the DJN TV Chill Room Chat, your space to unwind and talk shop. This episode is sponsored by MadeByDJs.com, innovative tools designed specifically by DJs for DJs. DJEventPlanner.com, the industry standard for streamlining your business and booking faster. And DJRequests.com, the easiest way to manage your dance floor's vibe in real time. Support the show by using our Amazon affiliate link at djntv.com/Amazon. Now, let's get into the mix.
Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Night Music Show. We've got a nice full room tonight. We got all kinds of people in here to contribute to the conversation this evening. I have been watching movies a lot lately. I've just been catching up on films, checking out some stuff that maybe I wouldn't normally check out. And what I've noticed is I tend to be drawn towards the more avant-garde stuff. I'm not looking for the big blockbuster. I'm looking for the film that's a little different. And I think I might be the same way with movie soundtracks sometimes. So I thought that would be a fun topic tonight. Movie soundtracks. Go-to movie soundtracks, ones that you really like. And maybe they're not even popular, but you just personally like. And you might recommend to anyone who happens to be watching or listening tonight. You all down with that?
Sure, go for it.
We can all do it. So, does anyone have a cool movie soundtrack that they really like, they'd like to share with the class? Bill?
Absolutely no words. Jaws.
Jaws.
Oh, with the just the
Yeah.
score?
Just the score. And
Wow.
it's the absolutely known throughout the world Jaws, that dun no words.
2-note horror song.
You know the horror song. Exactly.
Brian had one.
The Less Than Zero soundtrack. I love that
Oh,
one.
that's
Great
really
soundtrack.
good.
Great. I love that one.
Trying to think. It's Hazy Shade of Winter. And
Okay.
I think going back to Kelly LL Cool J is on there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
on there.
This one's got Poison doing Mama
Poison.
Can't Dance. And I think Slayer does something on it,
Yeah.
but it's not their track. They do a cover.
Trying to see some listing here.
That period was really good for
I love
music.
that one.
I would have said the same thing about Valley Girl.
Oh yeah, that's another good
That
one.
said, like top to bottom.
I
don't
know
think
what
there's any bad
Girls
ones on
Like
that.
is the one I think is on there, right?
Yep.
That's the
Paola's Eyes of a
Waitresses, right?
Stranger.
Isn't that Waitresses
Yeah.
that did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paola's Eyes of a Stranger featuring Bob Rock, the producer, on bass guitar. He was in that band from Canada. La 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 Love You by Pat Travers.
Yeah.
Didn't
Johnny,
the
Are You Queer
Waitresses,
Now?
didn't
and
the
then
Waitresses
Two Big
do a Christmas
Plimsolls.
song?
I don't know.
Yeah, Christmas
Didn't the
Rapper.
Waitresses Christmas rapping? That's right too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the W.
That's the only two I know by them. By
Yeah.
the way, is that one?
Plimsolls, Million Miles Away, and Same Old Story on Valley Girl. Yeah, it's a fantastic soundtrack.
Anybody seen the movie and heard the soundtrack and you're like, ooh, I got to get the soundtrack. This was really good.
Well, I got one I had to pick up.
Fairlane.
Well, yeah.
Fairlane.
Everybody
Yeah.
got some.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, and John.
Yeah, I'll go. Because the only way to get Madonna's Gambler was you had to get Vision Quest.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Wendy Young was
And
on
that,
there. Jerry.
that had Lunatic Fringe,
I bought that.
Dio track. And
Crazy
it's
for
just
You
like,
was on there too, right?
I think, but I already had that. But you couldn't get the other one because it wasn't released on anything. It's like
Okay.
sometimes you had to buy the soundtrack to get the song. That was just the way.
Yes.
It wasn't on their label, or it was some collaboration or whatever. So
Yeah.
but Vision Quest, check that one out.
Great
I just
American
put it up 'cause-
Hero.
I couldn't remember what else was on it, but it was She's on the Zoom. That's way ahead of its time for a 1985 record, but that was Don Henley. But I don't remember that in this. Yeah, so Hungry for Heaven, John
Oh,
Wayne,
yeah,
Lady
Dio.
and Journey was on there. Fall in Love Again, Sammy Hagar, Hot Blood.
Ooh,
Crazy
that
He
is
was on
good.
there. Yeah, so that's a good soundtrack.
Eric.
Well, I mean, we've seen bad movies with great soundtracks. We've also seen great movies with bad soundtracks.
Uh-huh.
This one I think was great and great. Good Morning Vietnam. Great movie, great
Yes.
soundtrack.
Oh, sure.
Had a whole bunch of goodies on that
Yeah.
soundtrack.
A lot of creative.
And when it's my turn again, we'll hopefully, if nobody picks the next one, we'll go around again. But
That brought
Sure.
back a lot of great
Yeah.
70s.
Bill, you're really
Yeah,
low on the
yeah.
mic. You're super low on your mic, just so you know.
because he's got food in his throat.
No.
He's kinda
Bump your mic a little.
Go into the where it says on Zoom, the mic, click that little up arrow and find the volume and crank that sucker up. You're probably on a Zoom call or something, or a Facebook call, and it turned you down. Damon, you got one?
Yeah, I got to go. Greatest movie of all time, Pulp Fiction. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good soundtrack.
The soundtrack for that alone was killer.
I was thinking about that soundtrack earlier today, and I think the only new-ish song on there, and it wasn't even a new song, it was a remake. Wasn't that Urge Overkill song relatively new? Girl, You Be a Woman Soon?
Yeah.
From that. I think everything else was an older song, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was Miserlou Dick Dale. It
Yeah.
was
A lot of throwback stuff.
Yeah, a lot
Jungle
of
Boogie,
throwbacks.
Cool and the Gang.
Son of a Preacher, man. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, or Dusty Springfield. Yeah.
Oh yeah, God.
But
Yeah.
you got the Ezekiel 2635 or whatever he said. You got that speech if you got the
Yes, you
got the
did.
rest.
Yeah. The coolest song on that soundtrack is still Dick Dale Miserlou. I think that's the coolest song on that
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Surf punk. Yep.
So much fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's a great soundtrack. No, the one I was thinking about that it doesn't have any songs on there that really have any title. They're for the movie, but they're just so good. I had to get the soundtrack when I saw the movie. Was Run Lola Run. Have you seen that film?
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, nobody's seen that movie?
I know of the movie, but I've never sat down and watched it.
If you like trancey techno stuff,
Mhm.
check that film out.
okay.
And whatever you do, do not watch it with the English dub. Watch it original German because there's not that much dialogue in it anyway, like hardly at all. It's mostly music. It's fascinating, and I think you can probably watch it for free on Tubi or something right now. But it's really, really cool, and I like the weird stuff. But the music in there, I thought was fantastic. It was really, really good. And we're talking
Did it
about
have
9 when it came
did
out.
it have Derek Kamasa on there? No.
This is all original music for the movie, and it's like hardcore, like fast trancey tech. Damon, you dig it. You should watch that film.
Actually, I think I might have a couple songs from it, but I haven't
Yeah.
heard the movie.
Yeah, and they're like the songs are titled something like Lola Runs, Lola Running, Lola Running 2. It's not like, they're unique titles. It's just all for the film, but they're fantastic. Even the intro song and the intro sequences are really good. So if anybody watching likes that kind of fast techno stuff or just kind of European, touch my monkey kind of music, check out Run Lola Run. It's really fun. And the music in it is just absolutely fantastic. That's one I wanted to throw out there that I thought was cool.
Hmm.
You got another one for us, Bill?
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever soundtrack is what Bill said because his mic is still really low. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
great
Hold on,
soundtrack. That is a double album.
Yep.
That is a lot of Bee Gees stuff, but not all Bee Gees stuff. There's Casey and the Sunshine Band on there. There's Traveris.
Right.
There's MFSB on there. There's Walter
Yvonne-
Murphy's on there.
Von Elliman is doing
Yvonne Elliman's on there.
Yeah.
Who else? The Tramps are on there.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, and it's one of the best-selling albums ever.
I mean,
It's a great soundtrack.
It's a good survival disco record, but there are others that you need. You need to get pure disco 1, 2, and 3. But
Yeah.
but it's a great start if you didn't have any Bee Gees record.
Yeah,
Sure.
it'll get you by. If you have Disco Inferno and Staying Alive, they're both on there, and you can survive most
There
any
are
gig when they
so
say
many.
disco.
There's so many on that
Yeah.
track.
But you got to play Disco Inferno at pitch down -3
Yeah.
or whatever.
No,
it
you just play it just as it is.
Is that the sped up one, or is that not the
It's
is
sped
that
up
the
one?
Oh, okay.
It's it was sped up for that, I think. The original version is very, very slow in comparison. You got another one, B?
Use a visual.
Sure.
Well, I'll say it before you say it. We'll do the Purple Rain soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah, there might be a
Yeah.
couple of bangers on that one.
Yeah.
There's a
Couple.
couple of
Couple of-
I'm not going to the track list for that one. That was all good.
I put together my own soundtrack for that with every song that's in the film, except the songs from the score that you can't get. They're just unavailable, unfortunately, and they should be. It's unfortunate. A Italian composer put them together, but they sound like Prince could have done them. Did a fantastic job with them. But yeah, there's a lot of great songs on that. But then you've also got a couple songs from the Time Ice Cream Castle. You've got stuff from Des Dickerson, right?
Yeah, Modern Air. Yeah.
Modern Air.
Yeah.
Yep. You've got and some other Prince songs that didn't turn up on the soundtrack or anything else until the Super Deluxe edition came out. Jay's Jam, God is on there on the Super Deluxe edition, the piano
And
Yeah.
Father.
Father's song.
Father's song. Yep.
Love
Father's
that
song
track.
is the one he likes.
Love that track.
But yeah, great soundtrack. John?
I'll kick in. Picking any one of the Guardians of the Galaxy records that's accompanying the film. That's just kind of a lesson in throwback. And you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But you get like Come and Get Your Love, Redbone, or just a bunch of good, killer 70s bops that, were making their way through the galaxy on a cassette tape. I think he's upgraded to an MP3 player.
Yeah, he's
So
got the Zune.
he's got a
now.
Zune. Yeah. It's like, well,
We got the Zune at the end of part 2.
he can get 100 songs on that now,
100, yeah.
as long as they're 128 kps.
Yeah, right. Well, no, Zune was Neil Young's thing, I think, and it was supposed to be like really good quality. I believe that was the deal with Zune.
That is?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Neil Young.
Yeah. I'm kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 guy. If I had to pick one, it would be Volume 2. And I don't know why, but there's just weirdo stuff on there, like Lakeshore Drive. That is such a cool song, and I'd never heard it before. It was like this regional Chicago track that nobody outside of Chicago had heard. And it's really good. I like that one. It's good.
Well, extra props for the music department of production to come up and pull these tracks out of nowhere and be like, hey, this isn't awful at all. How did I miss this for 30
Interestingly
years?
enough, this was crazy when I read this. James Gunn, the writer and director of this stuff, comes up with the soundtrack before he writes a single word of dialogue. He comes up with the soundtrack and writes scenes around the soundtrack, and that's how he creates the film. So I thought that was a really cool creative process that he goes
certainly.
through.
Yeah, it makes the music all that much more important.
Yeah.
If he's using that to come up with a screenplay, right?
Right. Well, he comes up with that and he's like, okay, I need to make a movie around these songs because this is the vibe I want. And he does. It's kind of neat. So
Wrote the soundtrack before the screenplay.
double check my math on that, but I'm pretty confident that's how he does it. He does the soundtrack first, then he does everything else.
That's cool.
Jay, we skipped you and we didn't mean to, but we did.
I'm from the same era of buying soundtracks because you couldn't buy the music. It didn't come and the one that jumps out because I'd never heard this track. And it was when Def Leppard was already big, but they just grew off this one track called Two Steps Behind from Last Action Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a metal soundtrack. It's like Alice in Chains.
That is not a metal
Anthrax.
song, though. Not even kind of.
No, that was a really chill song, but it was that beginning of, wait a second, what do you guys remember cassette singles and CD singles?
Yes.
The single had the same thing. Then they released another track, I think Desert Song, which was like a new track, but didn't go on an album. It went on an album called The Vault.
Mm-hmm.
And on the B side was the acoustic version of Two Steps Behind. So now you could buy the soundtrack to get the electric, buy the single to get the acoustic. I mean, it was just, and you were happy to do it. Because there was no other way to get music. There was no internet. So there was no, I'll just go rip it off YouTube or I'll go, steal it with one of these $10 a month services or whatever.
Right.
So you were kind of forced into buying it. But
yeah,
we had a swap meet in San Diego at it's now, I think, Cox Arena. It used to be the San Diego Sports Arena. And they've got this massive parking lot, as all big arenas have. And every Saturday, Sunday, they had Kobe swap meet. I mean, I spent years building my CD collection by going down
Yeah.
there and bringing $30 or $40 and leaving with 10, 15, sometimes 20 CDs
Right.
and a
that
lot
like
of them were
Columbia
based
has.
on that one song. And then you realized, oh wow, there's all this other great stuff on it. But you
That's
did
fun
what you had
discovery.
to do.
That's super fun discovery.
Yeah.
Eric, what you got?
John said it all when he said, "You never know what you're gonna get."
Yeah.
Forrest Gump
Forrest Gump.
Oh
soundtrack.
yeah, that's a
Chocolates.
really nice soundtrack.
Was that a 2 album? I forget.
Yeah. Well, it's through CD.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I
It
mean,
was a double
that
CD
had
thing.
a whole bunch of good stuff. I mean,
Oh sure.
from Bob Seger to Three Dog Night, to,
Yeah, Leonard Skinner's on there. It's
the Four Tops, Mamas
Bob
and the
Seger's
Papas,
on there.
California Dreamin'. That really was a decent soundtrack.
Oh sure.
And I mean, if it was like a DJ's just starting out, grab it because there's
Oh
going to
yeah,
be a lot of
it
good
fills
stuff
in a lot of
on that.
blanks.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you can definitely cover it.
Yeah.
It's more bang for the buck. I get 20 playable songs on this movie soundtrack. You go, oh, okay,
Right.
yeah, rather than chasing down 40.
That makes it worthwhile, for the price. And I'm sure the price of that is not extremely high right now for that soundtrack. But anyway, are we going around again? We
Yeah,
got
well,
time?
yeah, Damon's
Oh, yeah.
going.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I got to go into my hip hop bag on this one, and I got to go with the Crush Groove soundtrack.
Oh,
I mean, it was so many bangers on that,
and it's got a Love Bazaar on it by Sheila too.
and Holly Rock.
And Holly Rock.
Yes, it has King of Rock, Love Bazaar, Pick Up the Pieces, If I Rule the World by Curtis Blow. Holly Rock is like that. I mean,
Mhm.
I can't live without my radio. I mean,
There's some Fat Boys on there too, right?
yes, Don't You Dog Me, All You Can Eat.
All You Can Eat. That's the one I was thinking of. That was
Yeah,
on there.
She's on It by the Beastie Boys. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I always forget about that one.
yeah. So, I mean, can you rock it like Tender Love, Force MDs?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I get the
Love
12.
Triangle by Gap Band. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a heavy one. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can find that one, I'd love to be able to find that. Just
Mhm.
put the collection back here.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got an ultimate soundtrack for you, and it's
What's
one that I don't think a lot of people are thinking about. It's a movie that came out, I don't know, probably 77 maybe or something like that. Movie's called FM. And the soundtrack is incredible on this. I was just looking this up. It, of course, has FM Steely Dan, which was the only place you could get that at the time. You've also got Bob Seger, Night Moves, Steve Miller, Fly Like an Eagle, Eagle, Foreigner, Cold as Ice, Tom Petty, Breakdown, Randy Mesner, Bad Man, Eagles, Life in the Fast Lane, Steely Dan, Do It Again, Boss Gags, Lilo Sheffo, Boston, More Than a Feeling, Linda Ronstadt, Tumbling Dice, and Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. Buffett song on here, Livingston, Saturday Night, Dan Fogelberg, There's a Place in the World for a Gambler, Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are, Doobie Brothers, If It Keeps You Running, James Taylor, Your Smiling Face, Joe Walsh, Life's Been Good, Queen, We Will Rock You. That's a soundtrack.
That's solid. That's worth the buy-in.
That's right.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good soundtrack. Bill, I'll interpret anything you say.
Can I throw a quick double out?
Sure.
All right. So Spinal Tap
A Spinal Tap, all right.
and Shaft.
Shaft.
Yes.
Oh, little Isaac Hayes in the mix here. Yeah.
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 There's so many good 70s songs on that.
And Brian, what do you got?
Another one with 70s songs. I think they're 70s and 80s. Gardens of the Galaxy. The first one.
Great
Oh.
soundtrack.
Was it? We mentioned that one already, but that's
Yeah, we
okay.
did.
Did we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Had it been I'm
you
sorry.
were zoned out
How did I not hear that? I'm sorry.
because you're not paying attention. All right. But we love
It is
you.
a great soundtrack.
It's worth bringing up twice.
We'll bring it up. Yeah, well, I don't
know. There's a soundtrack for the second one.
Yeah, I like the second one better.
The second one's better.
Yeah.
Well, to me, the first one's great, but I like the second one.
That's
So I
what B
talked about
meant
that.
to say, the second one.
No, I
That's what
have
he
to look
meant
that
to
one up.
say.
I never
Uh,
saw the movie, so I don't know.
John.
Me, I'll take Footloose because
Solid.
I wanted
I was
Let's Dance
just
for the
gonna go
Boy.
there.
I wanted Almost Paradise, and I was like, they're all on this. And I went and saw it in the
I
movie
know.
theaters, and it was kind of a throwback movie, and not really my shtick, but I was like, yeah, there's a lot of good music in here. And
A
so
lot of good music.
you just know you
Why
need that.
would you want Almost Paradise? That was only good for like a minute.
Slow
It's
dance.
a great, it's a good song.
It's a
Woodstock
great,
and
I
Music is
know.
fun.
Yeah,
No,
back when people
yeah,
used to slow dance way back in my day when I started.
Yeah,
dancing.
back
It was
when
the-
they did, right? Yeah.
My
know.
two
Yeah.
favorite songs in that soundtrack have to be probably the one Jay likes too. I'm Free, Kenny Loggins.
Love that
Yeah,
song.
Kenny's on there.
And the other one I really, really like is Shalimar Dancing in the Sheets.
That's a great
Oh, I
song. too.
love
good
that
song.
song. I
Yeah.
love
And
that.
it's on
Yeah.
that soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Great
both.
tune.
That wasn't Let's Hear It for the Boy, too, was it? Oh,
Yeah, that's on there
Yeah.
too.
Was? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Side-
I'm
side
trying
one,
to
track
think.
two.
Is
Yeah.
that Denise Williams?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Bonnie Tyler Total Eclipse of the Heart's on there too.
Yep.
Is that
a really
really?
good-
I
yeah,
didn't
it's
know
a
Yeah,
that.
really,
yeah.
really good soundtrack. Yeah.
Ripping. Yeah, soundtrack. Absolutely great.
It's
See,
got
once in a while, John will come up with a good one, you know?
I try.
Eric, go ahead.
I think that, well, yeah, but I will, but Jay owes us too, because we skipped him the first round.
Well,
So
I
I
went
hope
back
he's,
to him. I went back to him.
I hope he's prepared. Listen, this soundtrack was from 1973. And I believe everybody in here was around, you know, in 70. I would, you know, like musically. And I brought this up with you maybe a year or two ago. We did a soundtrack show with Brian. And I brought this up, and everybody looked at me like I had three heads, like you're probably going to again now. American Graffiti, the soundtrack to that.
Mhm.
I remember I had it was a two, maybe a three album.
Yeah.
Three of them in one big sleeve. And I'm telling you, it had so many hits on that. But believe they were mostly from 50s and 60s, you know.
Yeah.
Well, right. Late 50s or 50s, early
Right.
60s songs. Yeah.
Right. But this is a great oldie start for
Oh, yeah.
somebody who's just starting out. Grab that soundtrack. You won't regret it.
That's
I mean,
good.
it's got a lot of good stuff on the soundtrack.
Don't think bad about this Wolfman Jack talking over the songs. That's what I don't like.
Well, I didn't have that. Maybe a couple tracks he did that, but he didn't do it for every track. Not on the album anyway, but
There's like
on
3 or
the
4 of them.
LP. Yeah, yeah.
No, that's a good one. We had it on
Yeah.
several mobile systems that I used to work with. Jay, what do you got?
I'm actually surprised no one has brought up Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my gosh, that's an amazing one.
I was thinking about that one.
I
I'm sorry.
just
Are you kidding me? Nobody
no,
brought that
believe
up?
it or not, one of the soundtracks I've always loved, and I loved it. I loved the movie, and then I went to where they filmed it in Mexico. Back, like right after I saw the movie, I went to Mexico, and I'm like, oh my god, I just saw this in a movie. Believe it or not, is Against All Odds.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite Peter Gabriel song is a song called Walk Through the Fire. That's on it.
Okay.
It's the first time I ever heard of Kid Creole and the Coconuts. They have
Oh,
a couple
wow.
tracks.
What's what tracks are those on there?
Oh shit. I couldn't tell you the names right now. It's from scenes in the movie where they're the main performers in a nightclub.
I'll have to look it up.
But the
Did
one
it
that blew
also
me,
have Separate Lives on that one too?
No, that's
No.
from White
Bill-
Knights.
no,
Okay,
that's
I'm
White
sorry.
Knights.
I'm sorry.
But the thing that blew me away the most was Larry Carlton has like 4 or 5 instrumentals on there that were just really, really pretty. And they were included in the soundtrack. It wasn't the score, but it was like one of the first times I saw a movie where what should have been the score was the soundtrack
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. Just really captivated. So it was one of those things like, oh, I got to get this. It's the same is true for a movie called To Live and Die in L.A.
Yeah,
The
that's
whole
that movie
soundtrack
I
is
like.
Wang Chung.
Right.
Like, and there's a ton of instrumentals, and it's still Wang Chung. But it was one of those weird kind of, is this soundtrack or is this score?
But
Right.
there's
kind of
so
thing.
many.
So they both had that sort of similarity, but you can listen to Live and Die in LA as a piece, like the whole album,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic music. You know, I mean, it's the kiss of death when a band does that.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like if you want to kiss your career goodbye, do a movie soundtrack in totality because it's, you know, it's like winning Oscar or Grammy for like best new artist. That's just we're never going to see you again.
But it
Damon,
was good.
I think
It's
we
still
collect-
great music. I played To Live and Die in LA a week ago on Twitch and was still kind of like this song is 41 years old
Yeah.
and still sounds fantastic.
So Damon,
mean-
between you and I think we collectively have like 3 seconds to give our selections. So what's your last selection?
I'm taking you back to 1972. The guy did the whole soundtrack himself. Curtis Mayfield, Superfly.
Superfly. Yes.
Superfly.
If you don't know the soundtrack, check it out.
It's an interesting
I'll look
album
it
too.
up.
Yep.
You can actually stand it up. It's got a little cutout on it.
hmm
And I'm gonna go as I've done before on these shows. Check out the Cool World soundtrack from 1990.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sex on Wheels,
Yep.
Sex
the
on
good
Wheels,
version by
Moby
My Electric Thrill Coco.
Ecstasy. It's got Disappointed Electronic on it. It's got David Bowie, Real Cool World. It's absolutely fantastic. Check it out. I think we're out of time. Thank you so much for tuning in. This show, like all our other shows, are brought to you by DJ Event Planner. Please check them out in the description of this video on YouTube for more. Thank you for being one of our channel sponsors. Good night, everybody.
Oh man, I was gonna pay the fine and we can go late.
Did anyone mention Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
I've heard of that.
The jazz singer.